Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. Today is February 22nd, 2019. Today I'm going to be talking about yesterday, February 21st, 2019. Hope everyone is excited for another fabulous show. I'm going to get the live dashboard set up so I'll be able to talk with you all in the live chat. If you're just now tuning in, feel free to answer the following questions. How's your day today? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? And do you have any questions for your boy? If you're not familiar with these vlogs, I essentially just go over my day, and I allow you guys to like jump in at any time, interject with any questions you have, discussion topics. It's more of just like a hangout to where we can just spend time together, talk about whatever you guys want, and you just have a good time. And then whenever there's like a lull moment, where there's just like nothing really going on or no topics being actively discussed or just breaks between topics, I just talk about my day until I end up going over my whole day. And then it's a hangout until about like an hour. Then after that, I end the stream. So yeah, right now I am editing the description, but while I'm working on that, feel free to just jump in the live chat and say whatever you like. Excuse me. Dunk, 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 dunk. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Ba-na-na. Let's see. I need to at some point edit the Dragon Ball Fighter Z videos description and tags and everything like that. We just did that like a few moments ago. Today has been an interesting day, for sure. I feel like it shouldn't be hard to go over everything that happened today. I don't think too many things occurred where it's like, whoa. So I think we should be fine on that. I'm curious to see who will be able to tune in because it's a lot later than normal. The Thursday vlog gets pushed pretty hard when we don't do it as a part of the hangout with your boys Matt and Gerard. I know that Nani especially is a fan of when we can like get all the guys together and talk directly with you guys on stream. John Mason, of course, still has a huge rivalry with Matt, aka Yotaro. See, still scrolling through. Kirby's a big fan of Colin's Five Finger Death Punch t-shirts. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we scroll through, and kaboom, we're now going to copy and paste those tags below. So we got those tags, and we got those tags. Scroll down, hit save changes. We're about 3 minutes in. I want to already be done tagging and categorizing the video so we can jump right into actually talking about my day. Hey, there we go. All changes saved. Okay. And now I'm just going to jump right in. Oh, it's set to only show top chat. Okay, now I set it to where it's actually showing all of the live chat. I really don't like that YouTube keeps defaulting to top chat. I don't care about whatever YouTube thinks is the top chat. I want to see everybody's messages. I feel like it's a problem that it defaults to top chat. Let's see. After the stream, talking about after last night's stream, I worked on an RPG guidebook and did laundry. I should have tried to be more productive, but over the course of today, I was able to do some of the things that I feel like I should have done yesterday morning. Last night's dream, I had another weird dream that involved grandma. So my grandma was telling me about all her recent mistakes, and I was judging her hard over like every mistake that she had made. And I thought that that was weird because not too long ago I had a dream that involved my grandma where she said my name wrong and I yelled at her, and then it led to me and my dad having like an interesting bonding moment. I don't know why my dreams have had grandma featured in them, but like in a negative way recently. I think that's really odd. The second part of last night's dream, a family friend became suicidal after getting caught cheating. And then everyone tried to talk them out of like shooting themselves or shooting anyone else. That was like a really dramatic and scary part of the dream. And that is the part of the dream where I woke up. When I woke up, there was a strong burning smell in my dorm. I walked around, but I couldn't determine what it was. When I laid back down, one of those emergency alert tests popped up on my phone, where it's like this is just a test of the emergency alert system, but it was like loud. So I was like, I guess I'm up now. So I ended up getting up. I believe I had to exercise and shower this morning. I didn't write it in my like list of things that I did, but I exercised and showered, and I watched some videos on the latest chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga, which seems interesting so far. I won't spoil anything in this video. After I popped out of the shower and got dressed, I went to Main Bowl and I got the orange chicken and white rice as I always do. And this time, I've been trying to figure out what the third menu item should be that I get in the Build-A-Bowl that you get at Main Bowl. And this time I got lemongrass beef. The lemongrass beef has a weird texture, but the flavor isn't terrible. I could almost say it's dry, but it comes with like a good amount of like, I wouldn't say sauce, but maybe like oil, like a flavored like heated oil that it kind of like is in. And if you ever feel it's dry, you can just kind of dip it in that oil that it's in. But I would say that the texture is weird, but the flavor isn't like the worst thing in the world. I kind of wish that the General Tso's chicken they had was just a little bit better. I feel like their orange chicken at Main Bowl is really good. I never have complaints about their orange chicken, and I want just something equally as good so that I can have like a balanced and diverse meal from Main Bowl that has like three different things, and I enjoy every part of it. So that's what I'm currently looking for. For the fan poll today, we played Dueling Nexus. I won all but the last game, and the last game was really interesting. I had a Crystal Beast player down to 1,000 life points, and I still had my full 8,000 life points. In one turn, he blew up my entire board, summoned a ton of monsters, and attacked me directly for game. It was a crazy match. I was very surprised. That was a full 9,000 life point turnaround. Like the idea that he was like down to his last like 1,000, and he was able to like hit me enough to just blow me out of the water. I thought that was crazy. So shout outs to whoever I was facing in that Dueling Nexus match. I apologize that your name isn't on the top of my head at the moment, but solid match. You tossed my ass to me when I thought I had like a significant advantage. So good on you. That was really interesting. Joseph sent me all the PDFs for the Harvard business case studies that we have to read for our business strategy class. Apparently, we were supposed to buy them before the class, but I wasn't aware. It was like in the syllabus. And the teacher would have us like read these case studies that I thought we were just supposed to find online. So I would always find like videos that were kind of similar. Yo, Birdman, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that you like to talk about on stream? People say that I look like Gambino on occasion. Right now, I'm just talking about my day. I just got to the part where my friend Joseph did me a solid. So instead of me buying the Harvard business case studies so that I could read them over for the class, Joseph, who had already bought them, just sent me the PDFs so I wouldn't have to get it. We have a project coming up in that class soon, a very short paper that's supposed to be based on one of these case studies. But rather than me trying to find a YouTube video that's like similar, instead he just like sent over the PDF so I could get the exact information so that I can like not mess up my paper. Your boy Kel said, "How you doing? Fantastic as always. Thank you for asking." He said, "Did you see my Sugar V post?" I saw a notification for it, but I haven't read it yet. And then he said, "And if you already saw it, you don't have to read it on stream." So I haven't seen it yet, Kels. Once I'm done going over my day, I can pop open that amino and we can check it out. But shout out to Joseph. Thank you kindly for sending me those PDFs. That should really help. So far, I've been able to follow the in-class discussion on the Harvard business cases, even though I haven't had a chance to like read them. But I'm glad that I now have access to them for being able to use them as a resource to write a paper. Because the whole point is to write a paper based off of like these cases and it's better that I have the real case rather than finding like the closest thing I can like on YouTube kind of thing. So I appreciate that. So let's see. Oh, in our business strategy class, we actually had a super easy pop quiz. I'm pretty sure I got 100. All the quizzes questions were based off of what we studied today in class, and they were all true or false questions. Some people hate true or false because they feel like it's really tricky. And what I found is that true or false is either really tricky or it's just like obnoxiously easy. Like, because if you truly know the material, then true or false is like a cakewalk, and that's essentially what that pop quiz was. The teacher pushed it like really hard, like in the middle of class, like we're gonna have a pop quiz, and I got a little nervous, and then sure enough, I just knocked it out of the park. I'm pretty sure I got a 100 on that pop quiz. I'd be really surprised if I didn't. Seemed like a really easy test. Kel said before you read it, just know that it's going to be low key kind of broken. I see. Good to know. I'm now like mentally ready for Sugar V to just be a broken superpower. Yo, Poco, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any discussion topics for your boy? And do you have any questions that you would like to ask me on the stream? Right now, I'm just talking about my day. Kel's is talking about his superpower. We all talked about like if you could have any superpower, what would it be and what would you use it for? And then Kel's has gone into detail on his superpower and even posted a short blog about it on the Amino that I'm going to read later on after I finish going over my day. Birdman jumped in just to say, hey, I'm not sure if he's still here, but it seemed like he did. And right now I'm talking about a live stream that I did right after my business strategy class. So right after my business strategy class, I live streamed Lego Worlds for a bit. I beat Lego Worlds recently, so I became a master builder. I collected all 100 gold bricks. I put over like 30 hours into Lego Worlds. I've been really enjoying it so far. Poco said, oh, um, and I have finally created my own world. That's something that you can do once you become a master builder in Lego Worlds, is you can start creating like your own planets to go visit and do missions in. So I created one that is, for the most part, it's like a Wild West world, but there are certain areas that are under the Crystal Crags domain, which is like a world that has like a bunch of like interesting glowing rocks and crystals everywhere, and it's been a lot of fun. I now know that animal companions in Lego Worlds that you like feed not only follow you, but will fight alongside you when you fight enemies. And I think this is awesome. Aiden was upset that you couldn't have companions in Lego Worlds and like build up an army of people to like help you, but it seems like you can do that with animals. It was really interesting to fight against a bunch of criminals alongside like a horse. I thought that was dope. Poco said, gotta go. Catch you later, Poco. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful night. And stay tuned because tomorrow we're going to do another D&D stream. So hopefully you'll be able to make it to that. Kel said, you should take this test that tells you what type of memer you are. He says that he's an edgy, dank memer, but I appreciate a good, wholesome meme. I'm personally not a big fan of those online personality tests. A lot of them now um, are used mainly for like data mining and finding ways to get like data mining was probably the wrong word. It's like a way to get like additional like information on a person. And some are straight up like malicious where they're not trying to get information from about you, they're trying to get information about like your friends, but it does it in such a way to where it's not that the questions the thing is asking you that's doing it, but you using it gives them like permissions in order to like get additional stuff. I'm trying to think of one in particular. I think it may be called like playtest or something like that. But there was one that was like really big on Facebook that was like a problem with that, where it was being used in order to like grab your information and your friend's information. So I just kind of don't vibe with them as much anymore. Though they can be fun when they're like not malicious. Let's see. Oh, so after I live streamed Lego Worlds, I went to my last class for the week, only to find out right before class that it was canceled. That's actually the second time this week that I've gone to class early, only to arrive and stay there until like the minute before class is supposed to start. and then suddenly like learn that, oh, class is canceled. That happened Tuesday, and then that happened tonight. So normally I go to class. I go to two classes on Tuesday, one class on Wednesday, and then two classes on Thursday. So normally I go to like five classes. This week I only went to three. So that's interesting. Well, I went to all five, but I only had three. So that was interesting. Let's see. I went to the CU after I realized that my class was canceled, and I played D&D with Gerard, Colin, and Matt. Tonight's session was fun. I like that the game is still more or less a collaborative narrative since we haven't gotten to the combat part of D&D. I've been trying to explain to Matt that when it comes to like D&D combat, I'm just not like a big fan of it. I prefer it be based off of like your strategy and overcoming like the weaknesses of your opponent and figuring out like what their weak spots are, what their flaws are, and exploiting them, and having to come up with and execute a really good plan. I don't like the luck-based nature of D&D, where you have to like do dice rolls that could determine whether or not your plan succeeds or fails, versus you just actually having a good plan that's within your abilities. Um, I don't know. I prefer like a more semantics narrative based game where the logic of what you do determines whether or not you win or lose. Kel said, I don't think the one I took was malicious, but who knows? I could be getting hacked as we speak, lol. And it probably isn't malicious, Kels. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I just try and avoid those personality quizzes now, like those online ones. Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on stream? So Ryan mentioned quantum entanglement, because me and Ryan still need to talk to Aiden about naturally occurring quantum entanglement, which we will at some point. Also, Ryan, are you still down to hang out Sunday morning? Like early Sunday morning, we can get some Lego Worlds in, hang out, possibly watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions or something like that. It seems like it would be like a fun way to hang out. Maybe watch Lego Movie too. Who knows? Ryan said, "Yeah, oh, ballin'. Good to hear." Let's see. Gerard, Matt, and I went back to the dorm to watch Shield Hero and play fighting games. The Shield Hero episode wasn't too bad, even if it was a filler episode. In it, there are these two female characters that have like a weird rivalry. One is like a little girl, and she treats the main protagonist almost like he's like her father. And then the other one is, because it's anime, technically also a little girl, but she's like not human, so she's grows up at a different rate than like normal people do, so she looks more like a grown woman, and she has like a romantic interest in the main character. But the rivalry I think is stupid, because the one who is really pushing the rivalry is the one that looks older, and the one who looks older is like, man, I could be doing romance stuff with the main guy if it wasn't for like this much, like they're probably the same age, but the one that looks like a little girl is clearly not a threat. It's like the one that looks like an adult is so naive, she can't understand that like the father daughter style relationship that they have isn't anything that's like romantic, and she sees her as a romantic rival even though it just doesn't make any sense. um, then Ryan said, should I watch Shield Hero? I kind of just watch it because Matt likes it. I'm not super into Shield Hero. It's not bad enough for me to be like, oh, Shield Hero is like shit, I don't want to watch it. But it's not good enough to where I think I would watch Shield Hero without hanging out with Matt. I feel like Shield Hero just kind of exists. It's a very like mediocre thing. Not to shit on it. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's like there. And the only reason why I'm talking about it so much is just because, I mean, we had to sit through a whole episode of it, so it's just on my brain. Let's see. Um, your boy Ryan says that he's been watching Shira. I think I watched like the first couple episodes of Shira. Not bad, but wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. I don't know. I think if I was to watch like a He-Man show, I'm interested in watching more episodes of the early 2000s reboot of He-Man. Um, I think I have a solid interest in actually like looking into that show more and watching episodes of that show rather than watching She-Ra. I'd rather see an updated He-Man, I guess, than like a brand new She-Ra cartoon. Nothing against She-Ra. It just wasn't necessarily what I expected. Not bad, just not like what I was looking for out of it. Ryan said Boruto episode 94 is a Choji episode. Is it good? That one guy, Kel, said, "What's your opinion on the Shield Hero controversy? I don't think it's a problem, but I want to know what you think." Um, I don't know how to feel um, for the character. So the Shield Hero controversy is that the main character in Shield Hero is accused of rape, even though he didn't actually rape anyone, and because of that, it makes his life harder, and it's harder for him to like do the things that he needs to do in order to be a hero. And it's a big part of the story, even to the point where when he like eats food, he says he can't taste anything because he's been like so like emotionally like nulled out by everything. And he's just like really pissed at the world for like the situation that he's been thrust into. You know what I mean? But I can't relate to that at all. So sometimes the way he behaves, I'm like, I think he's too mad because things aren't as bad as you think they would be based off of the reputation that you think he would have. Like the start of the show makes it seem like this reputation is going to follow him, and because of that, everybody's going to treat him differently no matter where he goes, and they're just going to shit on him, and he's not going to be able to make it forward. But what's happening is that the more he travels, the more that people just accept him anyways, and he's just being treated as the hero that he should be treated as, but he's still pissed and grumpy, and it just doesn't fit. I feel like things in his life are going really well, but he's just still upset for some reason, and I don't know why he's as upset as he is, because things are going the right way. And because I can't relate to him, it creates this weird disconnect where it's like I get that it was a big thing and that it's made his life harder than it should be, but he's moved past that. And I feel like now his life is better, but he's still just always angry. And I feel like that's not development. I feel like as his life is getting easier, he should be able to relax more and not be pissed off. I know that doesn't necessarily connect to the controversy. From a story point of view, I just find it confusing, I guess, because I don't know how I'm supposed to feel for the character, and I feel like the way the character's feeling isn't reflected in the story. So I guess I wish they could have executed it better to where I can understand why the character feels the way they do, even when things in their life seem to be significantly improving. Uh, then Ryan said, "Why did his wife marry him? The world may never know." Oh, talking about my wife. Then Ryan said, "YouTube says it will demonetize vids for having shitty comments. Is that true? Like, where did you like find this source?" Then Ryan said, "Metal Lee is clearly adopted. Has that been like proven? Like, is that like actually in like the plot?" And then Kel said, "Understandable." Um, while playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z against Matt and Gerard, I can definitely feel how rusty I am. I feel like I've gotten really used to playing Jump Force, and now that I'm like jumping into Fighter Z, I have gotten like rusty as fuck. Um, I kind of remember how to do like special moves, like I can do Gohan's like machine gun kicks and his special like dash kick pretty consistently. I can do Vegeta's dash kicks pretty consistently. I can do Trunks as I'm coming special move pretty consistently. Um, but the fundamentals of the game are just lost to me, and I now need to like get good at the game again, or just every time I play it, just get my hands tossed right back at me. But I am in like a weird position. I think I was prepared to play like Jump Force when we got back from playing D&D, and then Gerard was like, "I don't care for Jump Force, but I wouldn't mind playing like Tekken." And then Matt hates Tekken, so we played Dragon Ball Fighter Z instead. Because no one really vibes with Injustice 2 other than me, and Matt doesn't fuck with Brawlhalla because he sees it as like an inferior Smash. You know, essentially you get narrowed down to only so many fighting games that you can play, even though everyone in the room plays fighting games, everyone has their preferences. Uh, so I guess it was a little jarring to go back to Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but I'm definitely like stale in it. Then Ryan said, no, I was talking about Choji's wife. Who did Choji marry? It's like a black girl, right? Because Choji's daughter seems like she's mixed or something along those lines. Also, Ryan said, sounds like you should have played Lego Worlds. Speaking of Lego Worlds, I just finished going over my day, so I'm gonna keep the stream going, but I'm gonna play some Lego Worlds for a bit. So I'm gonna start up a second stream, and that stream's gonna have Lego Worlds, and I'm just gonna do both streams at the same time, and I'll still read both live chats. So that's my plan. So I'm about to get that set up now. I'm gonna have to move my phone. It's just not in a good position for this. Here we go. Ooh. Speaking of not in a good position. Here we go. So now my phone is set up over there. And I'm going to set up the live chat for a Lego World stream. I'm also going to have to just start the Lego Worlds app because we were playing Dragon Ball FighterZ before. Kel said, Jet, you need to see a therapist about your Lego Worlds addiction. Lego Worlds is an addiction. That is very true. Ryan said Choji married Karui. What were Karui's like special abilities? Like what jutsus has Karui like mastered or utilizes the most? I have to open live dashboard. There we go. But Kel's Lego Worlds is an incredible game. Matt likes to be a hater on Lego Worlds hella hard. He says that you can have more fun with actual Legos than you can with Lego Worlds. I feel like that doesn't make any sense at all. Because it's not necessarily, I mean, there's so much that you can do in Lego Worlds. And I feel like Matt underestimates it. He's like, you essentially just do the same thing all the time in Lego Worlds, and blah, 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 blah. But he just doesn't understand. And then Ryan said, we never saw much of combat skills from Karui. Do they have anything in common? Oh, it's Yoster from your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. Sorry, the way that I started this was weird. I'm currently doing another live stream, a vlog stream, like simultaneously with this one. So I was reacting to something that I read in the live chat for the vlog stream. Ryan said, it doesn't seem like she has any special techniques, just generic Kumo jutsu. What's Kumo jutsu? I'm not familiar with that. Right now I'm trying to get the live chat up for the Lego Worlds live stream. Earlier the PS4 was actually showing live chat, which was really surprising. Is Kumo jutsu like a spider jutsu? Because Kumo reminds me of Kumo Gassen, which is like a form of like spider-based combat. Which if you've never seen that, if you're not afraid of spiders, I recommend looking it up. And then Ryan said it's jutsu from Kumo Gakuri. Right now I'm really, really trying to get the phone set up to where it's not like precarious. There we go. So I think we have a good shot. Tell me if the PS4 is too loud, because that is a concern of mine. Because if it is, I'll move the camera somewhere else. There we go. So I have the live chat up for Lego Worlds. It currently is only showing the top chat, so I'm going to change it to show the top chat and the live chat. Kel said, I think Lego Worlds is a good game. It's just that you play it when you wake up, you play it when you eat, you play it when you go to sleep, and you play it while you sleep. Well, that's just how good of a game it is. And then Ryan said it's the Hidden Cloud Village. The Hidden Cloud Village is the Kumo Village? Why do they have spider in their name? I guess would be my question. Who is the strongest person from the Hidden Cloud Village? Is that the Raikage? And if not, who is the Raikage? Because my brain was like, Raikage, right? And I was like, I don't know where you're getting that information from. So I loaded back in this big asshole. Okay, so I gotta climb up. I like that the cowboy music is still playing, even though I'm definitely in an underwater area of crystal crags. I'm curious to see if there are any like interesting things I can do down here. I already did a mission for that guy. I was surprised that he was here. Let's see, Kel said, my PS4 was spooking me yesterday. I was playing Jump Force and I could hear it going ree while I was running the game. It sounds like your PS4 was trying to run the game the best it could. Maybe it was just having performance anxiety. It's interesting that every console generation, consoles are like still loud. Because you think that's something that'll like get fixed or change, like with each generation. But each generation, games are still pushing the hardware to its limits, and you still hear those fans just buzzing off. It's just like a part of the territory. I don't think there's much more to explore in this particular like cave area. I was really hoping there would be more, but nothing. Okay, rise up, and then we're gonna go to where this next treasure chest location is at. Ryan said, the third Raikage was probably the strongest Kumo Nin seen. We never saw the abilities of the first or second Raikage. Interesting. Right now I'm digging to enter another underwater cave because I know that there's like treasure under here. Okay, I made a big hole, I think like adjacent, well not adjacent, maybe adjacent, like right next to the treasure. Ryan said the fourth Raikage and B are also really strong. So what made the third Raikage so strong in particular? Oh, here's the treasure. I see you. Okay. Oh shoot. Don't need to fall down too far. Kel said, it's rather late for me, so I'm gonna leave. Let me know what you think about Sugar V in the comments of the post whenever you have the time. Peace. Sorry, Kels, that I didn't read Sugar V. I was supposed to read Sugar V after I finished going over my day. Your boy Ryan mentioned Lego Worlds, and I was like, Lego Worlds? I could be playing that right now. But I'll make sure to check it out. I'm sorry, Kels. I should have checked it out while you were here. But I hope you have a wonderful night, and stay tuned, because we're gonna have more tomorrow with D&D and Collins. So I hope you're able to join in on the D&D festivities tomorrow. Okay, so I found the treasure chest. But Ryan, I'd be down to talk more Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh wait, we're talking about Naruto. Sorry, my brain is actually everywhere. I'm still thinking about Lego Worlds. Let's see. Then Ryan said the current Raikage is Darui? How do you say that name? Is it Daru? Or does the I like really change it? I'm not the best with anime character names. And also, what is that particular character you just mentioned capable of? Huh, he wants whatever that is. Excuse me. So he wants a trailer cart and some stud crates. But I don't think I have a trailer cart. We're about to find out. So there's the stud crate, which I already knew I had. It's time to see. Ryan said the gold and silver brothers were also really strong. Do they all focus in like lightning based abilities? What am I thinking about? He wants the trailer cart. So I'm just gonna type in trailer. Yeah, we just actually don't have it. Oh, is that the clock face that I needed? I think I have the clock face that I needed for that other world. But I just haven't done all those photo missions. I need the trailer cart. And we'll get that soon enough. That's a basic pig. We've been there, done that. Okay, he may want the secret hideout. This bandit dude. Oh, he wants us to kill the cowboy. It's actually like a weird reverse mission to what we normally have to do. I'm gonna equip myself with the gold. Oh, I forgot to tell you this, Ryan. I think the gold katana. Wow, we're fighting the good guys. That's so weird. I think the gold katana can kill dinosaurs, Ryan. Like those creatures that have the yellow hearts. I think they can only be killed with gold weapons. Ryan said the current Raikage, Misukage, and and Tsuchikage are all seem pretty weak to be Kage, or so much that their predecessors were just that strong. Though it is a time of peace. True, peace times don't always seem to foster the strongest of warriors. Yes, I can finally discover the bandits. I didn't try to make a ninja biome now that I think about it. I could straight up make a ninja cowboy biome. Let me look at the map. So, if we look at the map, I'm here. And then there's this big corner area that we just haven't really explored yet. So I'm going to try and summon a water vehicle. And we're going to try and explore that area. So my favorite water vehicle. I mean, yeah, it does eventually become a why take a water vehicle when you can just take a witch's broom. Because flying is just better if it's not like submerged water travel that you need to do. Which is actually pretty understandable why you wouldn't take like a flying vehicle. Let's see. I heard like a little, nope, that's like guitar. I thought I was hearing the jingle jingle of a chest, but I was not. So I've already been, ooh, eagle. Eagles are pretty dope, Brian. You can ride them, which I didn't know. Oh, there's another treasure chest out here. Ba-bum. So we're gonna swim out to about here. Dragon Ball Superfan 1010 says, "Sup, Jet? Am I the first one on the stream? I believe you are the first one on this stream in particular. Right now, I'm doing 2 streams at the same time. So I'm doing this stream, Lego Worlds, and I'm doing the vlog stream. Then Ryan said, "Hi, Jet. You're Ryan. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I do have some questions. Is this cow like a part of a treasure chest? No, the cow's like, well, it's a bull, is like inside of a rock. That was really weird. Wait, so I haven't found the chest yet, but I guess I'm about to. Oh, that's the entryway. Wait a minute. Did I think I was seeing a treasure chest, but in reality I was just seeing a cow on the map? I think the cow tricked me into digging down here. That sucks. Your boy Dozer said, I need something to watch on Netflix. Have you seen the anime K yet? I didn't finish it, but I remember liking it before I stopped watching it. I didn't stop watching it because it was bad, I stopped watching it because other stuff just came up. But I guess I'd recommend the anime K for now. Just try the first episode and see if you dig it. If you don't, then you just may not enjoy the series, but at least you can say that you gave it like, you know, the good old 1-2 try. Let's see. And it's K spelled like just the letter K. Ryan says he's watched all of K. Ryan, would you recommend K? Considering that your boy, Dozer, looking for some new anime to watch. These cows tricking me into going in the middle of the ocean for no reason. Ryan said there are 2 seasons with a movie in between seasons. Your boy Dragon Ball Superfan 1010 said, I like the tux. Aw, thank you kindly. Ryan said that he would recommend it. So Dozer, it might be worth checking out. Kay, Ryan recommends it. I didn't finish it, but like I said, I enjoyed what I did watch of it. I got stuck in this little cave. There we go. And we're out that joint. Is that just the edge of the world? That is indeed just the edge of the world. Have I truly not traversed certain areas of the map? So apparently, go up. On the map, I haven't traversed the opposite corner of the map from where I am. I don't understand that. So, I just need to fly diagonally across the map. I do think a cowboy ninja biome would be really cool. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I just did like a cowboy biome. And I don't think I'd want to do like a second cowboy biome, like right afterwards. I feel like I've done the majority of the stuff that I can do on this particular world. And right now I'm just straight up like trying to figure out what is left really to be done. I could probably like build a house or something. But it's probably not necessary. I'm now trying to see, did I complete the map? There's like a little chunk of map that I have somehow not run into, and I don't know how. But we're going to try and see if we can discover this chunk. It's a very oddly placed chunk where the game is like, you've just never gone to this like one part before. So let's see what that one part was. Alright, there we go. I believe I have now searched like the majority of this world. Yeah, it's like area explored 99%. There's like 1% of this world that I like haven't done, and I've collected like multiple gold bricks. Ryan said, I want to see what Kamugakuri looks like nowadays. I hope they go there in Boruto. It is interesting whenever a show has like a big time skip, and there are just certain locations that just haven't been like re-explored since the time skip. Okay, so we actually have another gold brick mission, just when you think you're about to leave the world, it just offers more for you to do. And I'm gonna pull out the gold katana. Like I said, I think the gold katana is probably like the best weapon that we currently have. I think it legitimately can kill the dinosaurs that before seemed unkillable. Okay. So the sheriff wants a picture with a bandit. That's a very interesting like idea for a mission. We need a picture of this bandit that's been terrorizing the town. Okay, inventory. I need that guy to chill out because I need to take a picture. The bandit immediately starts beating up on him, and then the cop shows up to punish the bandit. That was interesting. Ryan said they've been to Curie and Iwa already. What are those locations? Wow, they murdered the bandit. By now I've received like 5 gold bricks here or whatever. He wasn't a gold brick mission, he was just a mission. I would like to get the trailer cart thing that he wanted, but I don't really know where to find that. I imagine if I explored around, I could find it a little bit more. Um, but I think we've been on this world for like a good period of time, and it's just about time for us to like start venturing to other locations. So let's load our ship with more gold bricks. I mean, the biggest thing that makes traveling to custom worlds really crazy is that you can, let's hit save and continue. And also, let's change the nickname of this world since we made it. So this one's going to be Cowboy Crags, the first world we've ever made. Okay. So now, do we find a random world, or do we build a world again? I really liked the fact that that world ended up being like a mainly cowboy world, and we did like a lot of cool like cowboy world adventures. At the same time though, I do kind of want to find a random world. That one seems too big. The heck is going on with that geography? That one is mainly land, which is interesting. That one is actually pretty cool. Because it's so much of it is water, I think whatever missions there are, I can just quickly do them. Dozer said, I didn't realize Apple is currently the most valuable brand. That seems actually not too surprising at all. Apple's been killing it brand-wise. I feel like Apple's brand is the main selling point for a lot of its products. People say that Apple is like easier to use than like other like systems, and I think that depends, because I feel like when you transition from a system you're comfortable with to Apple, if you're not used to Apple, it's very jarring, and I feel like people who use Apple products end up being in a similar boat. But I feel like a lot of people buy the latest iPhone not because their current phone isn't like sufficient, but because like the iPhone has like a status to it. You know, getting the iPhone like matters like in a socio like cultural way. Dozer said, I figured Disney would be. Disney isn't even the top 5 brand names in value. Now that's interesting. I didn't expect you to say that also. What? Leave a cowboy world, find a cowboy world. What on earth? This is just interesting. Whatever that is, I've like never seen that before. I need to like weasel my way in there. Vegetables and stuff are surprisingly useful in this game. Let's see. Ryan said the village hidden in the mist and the village hidden in the stone. What is the village hidden in the stone like? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. So we have corn now. I guess that was a different type of corn. It threw me that that was also something to discover. Oh, those are beehives. So now I can have bees. That's an interesting idea, for sure. So that tree isn't anything new. We're gonna discover that. So that's a haystack. This is an interesting little like farm area. Where does Disney rank if it's not in the top 5 brands? I actually am legitimately surprised by that. Oh, Ant Mound? Oh, I thought that was like a spider hideaway when I interacted with it before. It's a little anthill. That's interesting. I've never discovered rocks. That's, I guess, not too surprising. I've never thought about like, man, I might need to use a rock at some point. But in this game, you legitimately never know if you like will or will not need something. Those stud chests just don't do anything when you hit them. Okay, we're gonna open up this treasure chest, and the camera's gonna lose its mind. Why did it go underground? Oh, we got the build for like a massive barn. Okay, so my question is, do we really want to catch this Nicklet? Probably not. As soon as he starts swimming, not interested. So I imagine this guy's like, can you build my house? Oh, he just wants the barn thing that we just got. Okay, cool. Game's easy. So let's go into builds. Oh, we never got to use the bandit's hideout. It was just never needed. Also, might as well just purchase all those things. Oh, snap. There's so little space. Because we're just on like this small island. I feel like I did you more harm than good. So that just earned me an apple. I didn't get like a gold brick from that. So next up he wants like a windmill thing. I don't think I have windmills yet. So I might need to explore this world a little bit. Water pumps. So they say that the water pumps are nearby. So let me see if I can find the water pumps. The narrator guy is like, it's probably just right next to you. Don't I already have like troughs? Oh wait, the barn that I summoned probably has the stuff in it that I'm looking for. So like, here's all the hay. See, I don't see water pumps though. I think that's the main thing that he's like asked for, or I'm like, I have no idea. So what is that? That's a milk urn. Okay, so that's if you want milk. And then that hay isn't like real hay, which we've already scanned before. I'm surprised no one's been like, can you please fix this destroyed house? It probably got hit by like a tornado or something. Okay, so here's like a little trough thing. I think I already have it. Yeah, so I already have a trough. My question now is, where on earth would like a windmill be? Oh, I haven't discovered this fence this year. Nani said, wow, Nick. And he said, so lonely, Nickabenson. Right now I'm playing Lego Worlds. And I'm having a good time. I just have no idea where the windmill is. Because the game's like, what you need is like somewhere in the environment. I imagine if I didn't put this big barn in the way, I could probably just like find the windmill maybe. But the implication, oh, it's on top of the barn. I see. Still don't know what you're saying, Nani. I just don't understand the particular term of phrase. Let's see. Term of phrase is probably not even a saying. I probably mean to say like turn of phrase or something, but I honestly don't know. Sometimes I do feel like I just use words without knowing what they mean. But more likely than not, if I do so, I call myself out on it. Then Nani said, please, Nick. Huh, and then he said, confront that bastard. So is EBZ a person? I feel like that's just you giving me hints to like what it might be. Since I've been so confused. And now, haystacks. This boy wants 12 haystacks. What are you gonna do with 12 of these? Excuse me. It was interesting to get a second Cowboy World. That immediately changes my opinion on Cowboy Worlds. Because I was gonna be like, man, I'm cowboyed out. I think I've seen everything there is to see. But that's just not true. This world proves it, that there's just more to Cowboy Worlds than what I've already experienced. So I probably will do a Cowboy Ninja World. Then Nani said that's one hint. Then Dozer said the lady who leads the blue police guys, her boobs are too big. That's ridiculous. Oh, he's watching K. Ballin'. It's been a minute since I've watched K. The balloon stores here. Let's see. Nani said, where is the movie for Lego Worlds? When are you making a movie? I do still need to make a movie. I want to make a movie with the guys. I'm just going to buy all the clear gems. Now whenever I go to a store, I just buy it out. I have so much money. Ryan used to do this as well. I say used to. I don't need bones. That actually would be stupid to buy out. I'm glad I didn't buy all 9 of those bones. Bones are pretty useless. And then I'm gonna buy the gray tip spear, and you can keep those bones, miss. Got all the bones I need. Nicklet is trapped in that little like pin. Then Nani said, when Nick? It's been years. Hopefully next time me and Ryan hang out, we can like make a movie in Lego Worlds. He wants me to fix that house, right? What the fuck? The thing that got me is it has like a little house icon on it, and there's just a person in here. And I don't know what it's referring to. It threw me hella hard. I think if I use the discovery tool and go to brick builds, I can just put a single wall in here and it'll be like, you did it. So that's what oh, that's 4 boxes. I did not want to use that build. It looks a lot like the wall build. Yeah, here we go. So here's just a wall. So apparently that does not count. It's not just looking for a number of Lego bricks. So maybe I need to access the free build tool, and then okay, so it'll still be the build tool, and then okay, yeah, here's where you go. I might need to use the planner tool, but change from that to like small wall. We're gonna give them stone walls. Dang, that's kind of hard to see. Zoom out. That's actually a lot better. And then let's put another door where the current door is, which is just do an extra small wall. guess make that wall pull it out a little bit more. It's so weird how these missions work, because I don't know if this is gonna actually work or not. So I built a house inside of his house. And he's like, dang, we just made a totally different house. Nani said, why don't you prepare it now so it can be ready? Prepare what? So essentially what me and, well, I guess we could start doing planning at the very least. If Ryan's still in the stream, we can start talking about, you know, what kind of movie we want to make. Then Nani said, the movie. Because I already have the camera. I think that's like the big thing we need. And he said like a house and people and stuff. Well, that depends on what movie we want to make. And I feel like that's something that me and Ryan need to like discuss. Because we haven't gone over what kind of movie we want to make. I still haven't gotten Ryan to necessarily agree to making a movie. The last time I tried to do something collaborative with Ryan and Lego Worlds, we just kind of both ended up doing our own thing. Wait, what does he want? I just started dropping cows everywhere. 0? Do they need to be in a certain place? Where do the cows need to be? I'm actually confused. They need to be in this pen. I understand now. Oh shit, I shot that cow way too far away. I'm trying to get him in the pen by shooting him. I'd do better just placing him here. Okay, your place is now infested with cows. Then Nani said, Nick, I told you Seto was gonna be in Jump. He has been leaked. We'll see. Leaked by what? In what? Because that definitely matters. This world was quite small. Save and continue. They're like, you've only explored 36% of the world. Is it really like a single island and it's just surrounded by water? Because the world just seems really small. And it looks like most of the other missions on the world are all just things that I've already done. Let's see. Nani said, it's not a we'll see, he is. He says from YouTubers who play Jump, 9 characters been leaked. And who was one of them? So, YouTubers, where are they getting their information is what I'm asking. That's like saying, I learned that there's like this new thing going on. Where'd you hear about it? The news. And it's like, well, the news had like a source though. The news doesn't just like make stuff up. So it's like, where did the YouTubers get their information? And then Nani said, I forgot where, but they're always right. Who are these YouTubers that are always right? Let's see. And then Nani said, they're the ones who said Dio and Jotaro, and the others, and they were. I feel like it's not too hard to say that like Dio and Jojo are gonna be in the game, and then luck out. Those aren't even like obscure characters. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not hard to guess that. Also, I'm guessing there's a lot more to this world than what I initially thought / saw. So that's actually good. Okay, right now I'm trying to get through. If you were like, Seto Kaiba's been leaked, and you were like, it was a spoiler in like V Jump magazine or something, I would have been like, oh, cool. V Jump magazine actually has like some form of authority on like this kind of thing. Or like there's an article about it on like IGN. IGN isn't even that good of a source, but at least I'd be like, it was credible enough for them to write about it. You know what I mean? Just a YouTuber said it. We're all YouTubers here. We're all on YouTube. You can just say things if you want to. Not saying that like those YouTubers are wrong or necessarily dishonest, but there's nothing to like ensure that what they're saying is true. Um, where is this treasure chest? Nani said Toshiro, Kid Buu, Madara, a guy from One Piece, All Might, Bakugo, Seto Kaiba, and that girl from Hunter x Hunter who becomes buff as fuck when he helped Gon on Greed Island. That seems like a odd choice. I don't know how I feel about her. If that does happen to be true, or even if it doesn't, I'd be interested in asking Taylor about that. Taylor's like super into Hunter x Hunter, and he's really enjoying Jump Force so far. So I'd be interested in hearing his thoughts on having her be a playable character in the game. I'm also curious to hear how Gerard would feel on that. There are definitely like some caves and shit down here. I heard it. Here it is. Oh fuck. Yeah. So it wasn't hard to remove Lady Cyclops from the equation. Ooh, there's a smaller treasure chest down there. Then Nani said Grimjow, and then Nani said she's really strong though. That doesn't necessarily mean that you want her in the thing. Someone said PS4. This is on PS4. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I have no idea what you just said. Oh, the chest fell down to the bottom floor. Good. And we're gonna grab that. Nani said the spider's boss would have been better, or Miriam, the Ant King. Yeah, I feel like it's weird to put Buff Girl on there. I would have just preferred more villains after a certain point. Let's see, there's another treasure chest. Can we discover these little spikes on the ground? Excuse me, that we can. I'm hearing like faint glittery treasure sounds. Is that like a glowing mushroom thing? And then Nani said, yeah. I don't think I want the bomber, but that's like the Hunter x Hunter villain that I feel like I'm the most familiar with from Greed Island. Huh, this happens to lead under the treasure. Nani said, I hope they add adult Toshiro. That name is lost on me. There's the treasure. The way that camera shifted really messed up my perspective. Nani said, I think they will since they added the manga Bleach characters. He's from Bleach, the ice guy. Oh, I love the ice guy from Bleach. Rukia has some really cool ice shit in Jump Force. Having a character focus entirely on ice shit, I think, would be interesting. I mean, Rukia is pretty ice heavy too. Do you think it would be too redundant to have two ice people? I prefer the ice guy over Rukia though. All that, and we got a broom. Gonna have to clean up our axe. And then he said, nah, adult Toshiro is OP. Why was there a horse buggy stuck in the mountain? Also, right now I'm trying to use the landscape tool to help me escape the hole. There we go. I was pretty much waiting until it would release me. Let's see. And then Nani said, I like Rukia more though. And then he said, Grimjow is hype as fuck too. He is the Espada. They should have, and then he said they should have added, and I don't know how to say that name. How do I say that name? Olkiora? I really don't know how to say that. There's a crook just like trapped in prison. Let's see. So they just want me to spring him from prison? And then he said, yeah, you said it right. Oh, that's really surprising. And all you gotta do is remove the bars. He gave me a saxophone. Oh, and a gold brick. I thought he was just gonna give me a saxophone. I was like, who cares about a saxophone, my guy? There we go, we caught the Niglet. So I am surprised that this world is a lot bigger than I originally thought it was. I thought we went to a little island world and that I had seen like as much as I like could have seen. So this is the edge of the world. Okay, we're gonna summon the broomstick. And I need to look at the mini map. So we haven't really traveled around too much of this world. So we now have like seen its edge. Nani said, how do I feel about Kid Buu? Kid Buu doesn't seem like a bad pick. I always want to see Super Buu in games for whatever reason. I guess I kind of like his design. Kid Buu's design is really good though. But I don't know. I guess I am torn. I guess Kid Buu's cool. But I feel like Super Buu doesn't get enough love. Super Buu didn't even get in Fighter Z. And now we got to see Skinny Buu for like no time at all in Super. And I wouldn't mind seeing Skinny Buu get some love. But Kid Buu design is cool. I just want to see more of like skinny and taller Buu. We rarely ever see it, but I think it's cool. What do you think of the most recent chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga? I haven't read it, but I've seen a bunch of videos where people talk about it. I try to stay up to date on the manga, I just haven't read the latest chapter yet. I woke up and there were a ton of videos, and I was exercising, so I couldn't just like read while I did push-ups, you know what I mean? Let's see, Nani said, what about All Might and Bakugo? To be honest, My Hero Academia has like a weird setup for its villains. I don't think I care about My Hero Academia villains as much as I do about like its heroes. So All Might and Bakugo seem pretty straight, because I don't think there are any My Hero Academia villains that I would even want to see, except the guy from the movie, and I don't think they put him in it. The guy from the movie is the like most memorable My Hero villain, at least to me. Oh, I accidentally clicked first person. Um, and now I've explored like 99% of the world. So I feel like we've seen what there is to see for the most part here. So I think it's about time that we go to another world. Nani said instead of Bakugo, he said he wanted Todoroki. That's the half fire, half ice guy. Ice moves in Jump Force have just been good. So I understand where you're coming from. I think my favorite power in My Hero, I mentioned this in another video, is definitely these skeletons trying to throw hands. Is definitely Momo. I really like Momo's abilities, and Momo is interesting to play with in the My Hero fighting game, My Hero One's Justice. So, ooh, powers that you have, uh, like powers that characters can have, you can get for your custom character. I would actually love to have Momo in the game just so that my custom character could use Momo's ability to like manifest weapons and shit. That's really cool. So yeah, Momo would actually be my go-to My Hero character, not to actually play as Momo, but to give Momo's power to my guy. Though I do think if Todoroki was like an area of effect character, that I would really vibe with it, because that's what I've been trying to do, is play a bunch of area of effect people. That's like my go-to strat. That was like a little Wild Wild West. That wasn't bad. And then Nani said, yeah, half fire and half ice would have been sick. So you're gonna find random world. I now can't tell how big worlds are. Like, I think this is a small world. It also might be Crystal Crags, but I can't tell. Like a Crystal Crags biome, which is one of my favorite biomes. Nani said, what about Madara? I could care less about Madara. I'm not actually that interested in his character. Naruto, as of recent, I've been into the powers that exist in Naruto. More the powers than the people. Now, for Jump Force, I will say what I said before Jump Force came out and we are getting character trailers. I'm less hype for the characters themselves, and I'm more hype for the like abilities that the characters bring to the table. So it's not like, ooh, they're gonna drop this character, so I'm gonna have to put them on my team. It's more like, ooh, they dropped this character, so I'm gonna have to like get their abilities for my guy. Like that's what I'm thinking. Getting greeted on a new world by a Niglet is not what I expected. What is that? Oh, it's just a pile of stones. Gouda. Is that like a black bear? Like, is that like a special type of bear or not? Can't really tell. Let's see. Nani says it seems like they're adding characters from animes that are already in the game. And he said, sucks. I understand where you're coming from. I would like it if they just dropped, and we already mentioned this before in a previous video, more costume options and more power options. At a certain point, I feel like I'm not really looking for more characters. I'm just looking for more ways to make my custom character even cooler. I'm a little confused. There's a gold brick somewhere. Let me fly away from where it says the gold brick is. There we go. So it's over this person who's standing right there. I don't see any gold bricks on them. So this is the get rid of flowers mission. I've already kind of done this. And then Nani said, yeah. So you pretty much run around. You get rid of these flowers that are just sin. Because he hates real flowers is like the thing. I just got rid of those for no reason. There you go. And then he likes these scrap flowers. Let's see. Then Nani said, do you have to go, Mimi? So he's just saying, do you have to go to sleep? I still don't understand some of the slang that Nani uses. So I now have a pickaxe. And he also threw studs on me. Let's see. So this is the build a garage for me mission. So I've done these missions before. But it looks like it's all gonna culminate into a mission that I don't think I could have finished before, but may be able to now. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Wow, it like dug a cave for it. So now I have a shovel as well. Of course I'll have to go to bed at some point, but I'm not planning to right now. Fuck. I remember this. So I was in this same situation before. And he's like, and now I'll give you, oh fuck, but I think I have it. Well hold on. I think before he wanted like a white cat. Yeah, he wants 3 white cats, and I don't think I have any white cats. I don't think I've even seen white cats. And it's such a hard cuck. I don't understand these mineral guys that I have. I'm gonna Google it real quick. So Fyrox Lego. Yeah, he's from Power Miners. I think I remember that. I used to see commercials of that all the time. They look so cool, but I haven't seen them do anything. Are cats and dogs like fighting? Excuse me. Oh shit! It's just the fucking white cat. It like showed up just to like be important. Zombie cheerleader, get the fuck out of my way. Copy it. Copy the white cat. Copy that nigga. Copy. There we go. 1, 2, 3. The orange cat fucking left. Like one of the orange cats. Yeah, let my son play coach. Then Nani said lol. So that's our first orange brick on this world. Okay. So now we're gonna hit the start button. And it shows that there's like a lot of this world that we just haven't seen yet. So what we're gonna do is we're going to whip out the broomstick once again. Amandy Music said, hi, just randomly found this and wanted to say hello. Yo, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. I have 3 questions for you, Amandy. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Right now, as you can see, I'm playing Lego Worlds, which is one of my favorite games for the PS4 so far. I've already beaten the game by becoming a master builder and getting like 100 gold bricks. Now, my objective is just to have fun. So I'm just traveling to different worlds, trying to discover as much as I can until the game just doesn't have anything more to offer. The way that Lego Worlds works, if you're not familiar with it, it has procedurally generated planets. So the computer just kind of like makes random worlds for you to explore, filled with characters that you can interact with and things that you can discover and build. Lego Worlds is a pretty fun game. Not gonna lie, like I said, it's my favorite game for the PS4 so far. It kind of reminds me of what No Man's Sky, or at least what people thought No Man's Sky was going to be, and it came out a few months after No Man's Sky. It's just really good. The reason why I compare this game to No Man's Sky so much, in case anyone's curious, is because No Man's Sky originally was going to be my reason for buying a PS4. I was like, man, No Man's Sky is promising to have like all of this, and I could see myself just playing that game for hours and hours and hours and just not getting tired of it, because you could always just travel to another like new and exciting world and go on like more adventures as you like continued on. But instead, what ended up happening is No Man's Sky was just like kind of okay at best, and Lego Worlds just kind of blew No Man's Sky out of the park. Even after No Man's Sky got like the update that made it like a little bit better, I still think I'd rather play Lego Worlds like any day of the week. Lego Worlds supposedly was going to get a survival mode at some point, and then they just never dropped it. Don't know why. But if they do, I'd be hype, and it has like a ton of like cool free DLC. Mandy said, "What time is it there?" That's awesome. I need to get a new system. I used to have a Wii, but it's been a while since I have been able to sit and play anything. That's understandable. So you asked a question. What time is it there? The time is 2:45 a.m. I don't have class on Fridays. I'm a college student. Um, so that allows me to just kind of do long streams like this, like really early in the morning. That being said, I do have a mandatory meeting for my scholarship. I have to attend that at noon today, so like in less than like 10 hours. So I probably do need to go to bed relatively soon. I need to exercise, shower, and then I'm debating whether or not I should. I've explored 99%, so I've gone around like the whole map. But I'm sure there are more missions to complete. Let's see. So I will need to go to bed at some point. Okay. So the zombie has a black heart, and I don't think a gold katana is gonna hurt it. Yeah. So I think gold weapons hurt yellow heart enemies, but I don't have any like black weapons to hurt like black heart enemies. There are also plenty of treasure chests that I could like try and discover here. What was your favorite game to play on the Wii? And what do you think has stopped you from being able to play games as of recent? I totally understand, like work and like school obligations and things of that nature. It's a completely legitimate reason to like stop playing. Also, some people just lose interest over time. That also is entirely legitimate. There are plenty of things that like video games can offer, but at a certain point, people just don't necessarily vibe. My brother used to be really into games until he just dropped off video games, but he almost bought a PS4 for Spider-Man on PS4, and I was really surprised when he told me that. Because it's interesting to see someone who really likes games, who like stops playing games, and then a game come out that makes them go like, you know what, I think I might get back into it. I thought there was like a treasure chest in this mountain, but the treasure chest might actually be like over here. Also, is it just on this pillar? That would be interesting. There's Niglet. For a moment, I thought Niglet was a new creature, but it is not. We're just making sure that we get paid. Same shit, just a different day and state. So the treasure is nearby. Still haven't discovered. What is this called? Oh, well, I guess I have discovered the cave mushroom. I just hadn't unlocked it. Fuck me. So the treasure's close, or else this thing wouldn't be here. You can just remove Lady Cyclops whenever you run into it. Let's see. Mandy said, it's actually 3:45 a.m. here. I should definitely sleep soon too. I totally understand. I've always loved pretty much all Mario stuff. I've also loved The Sims on PC. Mostly work has stopped me, but I'd love to get back into it. That's totally understandable, and I hope that you get an opportunity to get back into it soon. When it comes to Mario games, I actually grew up mainly with PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Growing up, ooh, I got the blue torch. That's cool. I mainly grew up with PlayStation and Xbox consoles, so I grew up with like a PlayStation 2, a GameCube. When I was young, I had a lot of Sega consoles, so I had like the Sega Genesis and the Dreamcast, things of that nature. But when it came to Nintendo, I got like a DS Lite from a friend because he really wanted me to join Facebook, and I didn't want to. And he's like, "I'll give you my broken DS if you like join Facebook." So I got his DS, but the triggers didn't work. I got a GameCube for Christmas one year, and I eventually bought my own Nintendo 64, but I didn't have a lot of games for it. So my exposure to Nintendo was mainly the Nintendo GameCube, which I had only at my mom's house, so I could only like play it like half the time. But Mario, my most exposure is like Mario Kart Double Dash, and hold on, I saw a gold brick mission earlier. I don't know why I like wandered away from it. I guess because somewhere in here there's a treasure chest, and I want to know where it's at. The game indicates that it's probably somewhere around here. And then Amandi said, "Man, Nintendo was definitely my childhood." That's understandable. That's probably where the treasure chest is at. Some of these camera perspectives can be a little tricky. Superhero landing. Oh, I assumed really hard. Because I've already been digging a bunch of tunnels, more or less. It's not hard for me to just fall into a space. So it claims that there's a treasure chest somewhere. Amandi Music said, "What has been your favorite game you've ever played? Like, ever played in my life?" I feel like that's a difficult question. It's easier by genre, in my opinion. I actually wanted to complete that Troll's mission. Have I already unlocked that character? I've not unlocked the Cyclops. I'd actually love to do the Cyclops' mission. Fuck. Cyclops is immediately aggroing, so I don't really have a chance. Hold on. Cyclops indicates that the treasure must be somewhere within the vicinity, I'd imagine. But you hear the chest music if the chest was nearby. So I guess that's my only issue. I don't hear a chest. Oh, Cyclopses might just live underground. My favorite superhero game would probably be, like, if we were to go by genre, would be like Batman Arkham City. That was a really good game. My favorite medieval fantasy game is Fable 3. My favorite probably open world adventure game would more than likely be this, to be honest. I'm trying to think about what would make me like this more. A favorite Assassin's Creed game probably be Brotherhood. But I haven't played a lot of Assassin's Creed games. But I played that one straight through. I really liked it. I really like games where you can travel to worlds and you can just like talk to people and build relationships with characters. Like I really liked in Fable 3 that you could talk to everyone you met, you could make them like a friend or like a foe, and people who didn't like you would treat you differently, and people who liked you would give you gifts, and you could go on dates with people, you get married. But at the same time, it was like you have magic powers, and there's all this like interesting magic shit going on, and you can buy property, and you can work jobs and stuff like that. Those were all the things I really loved about Fable 3. Kingdom of Amalur um, probably is my favorite game to do side quests in. The side quests in that game are so good, they're pretty much just games in their own right. Thanos said, "Greetings, tiny human." Yo, Thanos, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How are you today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? I'm probably gonna have to go to bed soon, but I want to find the treasure chest that I rip, rip, ripperoni. Oh wait, apparently I hadn't discovered that yet. So first we're gonna discover that, and two, we're gonna take this landscape tool. We're gonna try and find that treasure chest, because I honestly don't know where it's at, but I need it. But I probably don't need it, in all honesty. I feel like I've been taking on like a wild goose chase trying to find this. Andy, sorry, not Andy. Amandi Music said, "I love that. Very interactive. That's the best. Also, awesome shirt, by the way." Oh, thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I've actually gotten a lot of compliments on the shirt. When I originally bought it, I thought it was like really cool, and then over time, I was like, I don't really like this shirt. And then I started wearing it recently again, and as people have been complimenting it more and more, I'm like, I guess I vibe with this shirt again. But I always feel awkward whenever I wear it and someone else has one. Like we're both doing the tuxedo shirt thing. Um, it's just interesting. I feel like interaction needs to happen. It's like we both over underdressed. Um, can't seem to find this treasure chest. It's hard because it's like a big mountain that already has a bunch of holes in it. So you can't just dig down and be like, I found all the holes. You know what I mean? That's what really gets me. Dang. We definitely died there. Let's skydive. The skydive mechanic is pretty cool. I want to eventually find that treasure chest. I think Ryan would love this world. He likes to dig a lot. Amani Music said, haha, business casual. So business casual, believe it or not, is actually my least favorite form of like fashion. I mean, that's kind of a stretch. There are other forms of fashion that are kind of gross, but that I've worn is my least favorite form of fashion. I like wearing like full suits, like wearing like an actual like full like tuxedo, and I like wearing like jeans and like a t-shirt. But I don't like doing anything that's like somewhat in between. I want more gold bricks. Also, that pillar looks different from all the other ones, and I'm very curious to see what's on it. Because it looks like a nest. So what did I discover? Nest treasure. Interesting. Oh, nest treasure comes with like little jewels and crystals and stuff. That's cool. And I've already learned how to befriend eagles. Amandi Music said, I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of gal. Comfortable. Lol. What's a game you've played that you haven't been a fan of? So a game that I played but I didn't like. I feel like I really enjoy questions about things that people don't like because people talk about what they like all the time, but very rarely do you hear people talk about stuff and they're like, oh, it's like just ass. Um, and when they do, they're normally really passionate about it. I remember when I was playing Tenchu Z, which is like a ninja game, that I hated Tenchu Z. I was playing through it and I was just like not a big fan of the game at all. But then after I beat it, I learned that I really liked the game. Like even for all its faults, it's probably one of the best ninja games I've ever played, and I haven't played like a better ninja game since I played Tenchu Z. But I remember I had like a composition notebook, and I wrote down like all the things I didn't like about Tenchu Z. Your boy somehow flew up here so that he could steal the seat back on the couch. That was actually quite interesting. I wonder how he plans to get down now. Also, I'm not giving him another donut. I already gave him a donut. Let's see. Nani said, so who won, Nick or Dozer? Um, what was the competition? Let's see. So, oh yeah, a game that I really didn't like. So I think Tenchu Z is an example of a game that I didn't like at first, and I ended up liking a lot. I'm trying to think of a game that I played it and I was like, wow, this game is ass. I don't like it. There was a Ratchet and Clank game. It was a Ratchet and Clank game where the focus was like, play it with your friends and you run around and you just shoot stuff. And I got it for Christmas, and it's one of like those rare Christmas gifts where I straight up like gave it back. Like I was like, I don't want this game. Like let's take it to the store and like actually like trade it in for something else. It was something like that. Oh, I've done this mission before, where you have to like save the person in the hole. So that's the village man. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that I haven't discovered yet. Hmm. Oh, apparently I haven't discovered whatever that is. That's just a whole stack of skulls. I'm gonna leave this person in a hole. Actually, I don't think I gave it back. I think I wanted to, but I just never did. Also, hold on. This guy actually wants to give me a gold brick to do this really easy mission. I'm down for that. Let's see. Oh, okay, I just realized something. And open. So Amir said, hi, yo Amir, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. Let's Play Gleb said something, I don't know what that means, my apologies. Amir said, how are you, Nick? Fantastic as always, thank you for asking. How is everyone doing today? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about? And do you have any questions for your boy? Let's see. I really don't need to flatten. We're gonna go raise lower. Because I never personally use when you're rescuing someone and they just kind of start falling off of the thing. It's because the car's in the way. The ground doesn't want to raise any higher than it already has. That's lame. We can use the landscape tool and change it up and fix that. Let's see. Amandi Music says, so you said you're in college. What are you going for? Cybersecurity. I can like pick different options, but this isn't what I'm trying to do. So I'm actually in my senior year of college. I'm about to graduate this semester, and I already have a conditional job offer to work with a government agency. Oh crap, did I just bury this person alive? There we go, we're fixing it. So now the big issue is that there's just this car in the way, which in hindsight I should have just removed the car immediately And then the mission's gonna be like, hey, can you save my friend? My friend's stuck, and now your friend's not stuck. So I just immediately went, oh, cool. And I just sort of. Then Amandi said, that's amazing. Oh, thank you kindly, Amandi. Truly appreciate it. Also, am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Amandi? Is it Amandi? I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to pronounce your name, and I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly. I remember this mission. I remember him being like, yo, I want a potion. I want like a red potion. And I have like orange potion. Like I remember going through this in my head and being like, I have all these like similar things. I have magic potion green, like I don't have exactly what he needs. So this world seems to have like a few different things that I don't really know. Oh, Amandi, what field do you work in? Or Amandi, I still don't know how to say your name, and I apologize for that. Where can I find potions? Whoa, what is that? Oh, that's the Nightingale Throne. I was like, that looks really cool. It still is cool, but as soon as I figured out what it was, I was like, oh, all that mystery's gone. I have no idea where I would search for like potion things specifically. Potion? I imagine there's something called like a potion rack, and if you like punch a potion rack, potions come out. So there are like 3 different potion based things. So there's like a potion shelf, right? So I'm gonna go up to it, I'm gonna be like, and then you break it, and then it drops orange potion, it looks like. Okay, so that didn't drop the kind of potion we need. So here's a potion table. So you go up to it, you break it. Does that also just drop orange potion? Gosh, I don't need the landscape tool. Amandi Music said, haha, it's actually a combination of Amanda and Mandy. But I'm okay with however you pronounce it. I actually just work for a daycare and clean a car dealership at night, so you work 2 jobs. Interesting. Out of the 2 jobs, which would you say is your favorite? Also, what did I just do? It looked like it blew up before I even placed it. Okay, so we're gonna punch this one. They all just drop orange, and that one also dropped like black potion. How do you get red magic potion? Oh, balloon, like sales trade woman? I don't really know her name. She does not sell it. She does sell extra hearts though, which is always appreciated. I don't want fish. I can probably get as many red gems as I want. Seed? I don't think I have generic seed. I'll buy all of the generic seed you have. And I'm not sure if I have yellow crystal. But which do you prefer? Do you prefer working at the daycare or working at the car dealership? One of my friends works at a rent-a-car place, and his whole job is like cleaning cars. And if you go into his car is incredibly clean. He's like, I get to use the facility that I work at for free to clean my car. And he's like, I just couldn't possibly like work at a place where I clean cars and like not clean my own car. And I thought that was really interesting. Also, Amandi, feel free to like check out the channel if you're interested in like the content that we do here. Make sure to subscribe and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell. We do vlog streams every night a little after midnight, where I talk about my day. I just hang out and talk with you guys in the live chat. And I also do fan poll streams Monday through Thursday. So Monday through Thursday, we do these streams where you can vote for what you'd like to watch, and then whatever gets the most votes is what we do on the channel. I also do D&D live streams. I do those on Thursdays and Fridays. My friend Matt has a campaign that we do every Thursday, and my friend Colin has a campaign that we do every Friday. And then other than that, I just will post random content like Lego Worlds. Like this Lego World stream, nobody voted for it. I just like kind of ended up doing it. But I probably am about to go to bed. Um, this world is throwing a couple curveballs at me that I don't think I can solve until later. I think the most annoying curveball is this big mountain where their treasure chest is somewhere in it. Amandi said probably the car dealership because I don't have a boss there with me. I'm my own boss there alone. That's awesome. And yeah, if you work there, it's so easy to take care of your own vehicle. That makes sense. Then Amandi said, that's so cool. I'm going to sub. Totally fine, huh? I'll talk with you again soon. We're ballin'. Yo, Kiki, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on stream? I'm probably about to log out, but I'm willing to stay for a little bit just to give you like a little bit of time to like talk before I dip. I feel like if I could figure out where this treasure chest was, that would be like a little satisfying. Also, hold on, is that a new gold brick or is that the gold brick that I just left? And then Kiki said, oh, alright. That's one thing. Okay, that's the gold brick that I just left. There must be like an easy way to find that treasure chest. So I know that the map is like, the treasure chest is like somewhere around here. But I just don't know where. So right now I'm just gonna dig straight down and just try and clear as much as I can. Kiki said, did I make this world or is this world a random world? So this world is actually a random world. The world that I made was fantastic. I went around and I did pretty much everything you can do on that world. I ended up calling it Cowboy Crags, I think is what I called it. Because it's like a cowboy frontier biome combined with like a crystal crag biome. I just don't think it's here. I think I just dug to like literally the bottom of the world. Wait. I hear it. I hear the sound. It's somewhere around here. Wait a minute. It's so close. I know it's here. Come on. Listen. Because I hear the twinkle. Wait a minute. Dang it. I think some of the particle effects of like the glowing bricks can play like optical tricks on me. So I'm like, oh, I think I see like the radiating energy of like the treasure chest. And then it's like, nope, you see nothing. I actually am carving outside of the wall. Amandi said, I think there's another reason I can't start games like that. Because I'll drive myself nuts trying to find everything and beat it in one night. That's totally understandable. I've plugged more than 30 hours in this game. But that also has to do with a lot of just like goofing around. I once made a world and I was like, this is going to be the world that I settle on. And I made a base and I populated with people. It was a world that was like really small. And I was like, I think I've done everything I can possibly do on this world. So now I'm going to just try and make my own fun. And I feel like I dumped a lot of time into that. Kiki said, you should make a world and build your own town. I do think that would be cool. Now I'm just digging. I heard it earlier. Oh, hey. Ayo, we found it. Okay. So in this hole, we know there's some area that has the chest. And we uncovered it kind of. Oh gosh, it's such a huge hole. Oh wait, there it is. Let's see. Kiki asked, "Do I like Jump Force?" So Jump Force is a cool game. I actually keep getting asked this question. So Jump Force is definitely like an enjoyable game. I think the issues with Jump Force is that the cutscenes are too short, which is a weird thing to say, but the loading screens are insanely long for Jump Force. What? Oh, I'm hitting remove instead of add. Ad block. Yeah. For some reason, treasure chests don't always respect the laws of gravity. The cutscenes are too short, the loading screens are too long, you can't stream the cutscenes in Jump Force. What gun is this? What? It shoots music? It shoots music paint. What? You have to double jump to hit one of them. That's weird. That is not what I expected. But it's worth the hype of like having to dig this far. Amandi Music said, "If you made your own town or world, what would you name it?" That actually is a good question. Hmm. My first thought was I named a book series Jetverse once. I actually publish books. I'm working on an RPG guidebook right now, but I don't think I'd call it Jetverse because it's just like a city. Jet Town seems really simple. Kiki said they talk so much in Jump Force. I don't mind them talking a lot. What I don't like in Jump Force is that they'll have like a really short cutscene, and then you'll sit through a really long loading screen, and then another short cutscene. And it's like just make a really big cutscene, and then I'd be fine with a long loading screen as long as it like connected back in. Amandi Music said that is so freaking cool. I'm glad that you dig it. I noticed that your channel is called Amandi Music. Do you like make music on your channel? I do like a little bit of rap content on my channel, but I don't play an instrument or anything like that. Um, what was I wanting to do? I need to get out of this hole that I'm in. Let's see. The flying vehicles in this game are the best. The only time where they're not really useful. Also, I rarely ever play this game in first person. I'm not a big fan of first person games. But I wanted to see what it looks like to fly on the broom in first person. It looks really weird, but also quite beautiful when it's not really weird. Yeah, this gold brick mission I'm just not ready for. Let's get out of first person, yeah. Feels weird. But yeah, in Jump Force, if they made the cutscenes longer, the loading screen shorter, and let you stream the cutscenes, and also fix some of the bad animation in the cutscenes, I think I'd be down. Kiki said, "Why do you shoot your gun in first person?" You actually have brought up like a pretty good point. So in this game, the way that weapons work. Okay, so here's like the rifle, right? When you shoot the rifle, there's no real way to lock on to anything. You just shoot kind of more or less forward, and you just hope that it hits what you want. When you're fighting like one person, or even like two or three people, it's really frustrating because you'll have an enemy right in front of you and you can't guarantee that you're gonna hit him. Kiki said hold square. Okay, so Kiki's like, here's how you just aim without going into first person. That's interesting. I've never done this. I thought the only way to get the aim reticle to show up was to go into first person. I think what I like about first person is you can still move around freely with your gun, right? And you still have the aim reticle like right out in front of you. Also, it kind of makes it more tense. Doing this is cool, but I don't like that my character is now standing in place. I get why my character's standing in place. It's so that I can like better aim my gun. But I'd rather not sacrifice mobility for it. Let's see. So, Amandi Music said I do. I make beats. Mostly dancey EDM type stuff. I love hip hop. I'm working on how to make it and produce it better. You may like my song I called Reaper. It's more of a rap slash hip hop beat. And shout out to Kiki for helping out. Thank you kindly, Kiki. I do appreciate it. Kiki is really good at Lego game stuff. He seems to be like really focused in like Lego games and wants me to get Lego Movie 2, the game, but I'm probably not gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get Lego DC Supervillains, the game. Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Let's see. Amandi, would you be interested in possibly doing like a collab thing at some point, where like I use one of your rap beats and I like write a rap and I perform a rap on the beat, and then we can like upload it to both channels. It can target lock on the items. Niglet's unaffected by weapons. It's interesting that it can target lock onto specific things. Wow. To avoid falling in the hole, they did a full breakdance and then just still walked into the hole. Ryan said, ask a Naruto question. And then Amandi Music said, that would be awesome. Heck yes. Ballin'. I'd be more than happy to do that. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know how we would do the dual upload other than you would just download the YouTube video that I did and then upload it to your channel as well. Because I don't have any like professional like recording equipment, I would more than likely just film myself like I am now, but like with music playing like out of the TV and then rapping over it. The quality is surprisingly okay for doing stuff like that. Let's see, I'm gonna save and continue. I probably do need to dip because, like I said, I have a scholarship meeting not tomorrow, just like in a few hours even, like around like noon. It is at noon. It's like at noon. Amandi Music said that would totally work. Oh, ballin'. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding. Ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, logging out. And let me do a few shout outs. Shout out to Amandi Music. Shout out to Nani. Shout out to Thanos. Shout out to that one, I believe, Korean person. I can't read your name, my apologies. I'm not well versed in the language. Shout out to Dozer. Shout out to Ryan, aka Darkness Approaches. Shout out to that one guy, Kells. Shout out to Poco. And shout out to Birdman. Then going over to Lego Worlds chat. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Amir Sabaz Gomez. Shout out to Let's Play Gleb. Shout out to Dragon Ball Superfan 1010. Amandi Music said, okay, yeah, definitely. Get some sleep. Talk to you soon, and thank you. Well, have a wonderful night, and thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you in tomorrow's D&D stream. The D&D streams are kind of weird. The ones on Thursday, I have my laptop right in front of me, and I can chat with you guys in the live chat. The ones that I do on Friday with Colin is with a huge group, and I don't have the laptop right next to me. So you guys are more watching rather than participating. That's why I feel weird about the Friday D&D streams, but they still can be fun. But I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I hope to see you on tomorrow's D&D stream. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, logging out. Peace, and thank you all for watching. I appreciate it.